I think the awareness peaks right here, but we can't let it die down. We have to let it keep on, the momentum, just keep on continuing after that. As students from Douglas, every single wall is plastered with posters. We get letters from thousands and thousands of different people across the country. The support is crazy. The support on Twitter, the support over here, 500,000 people showing up here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It really was a huge event happening this afternoon in downtown D.C. Students from Florida and really all over the country traveled to the nation's capital to participate in today's Never Again rally.
Also here for the big rally, you saw celebrities, activists, and Marjory Stoneman Douglas alumni. So we are joined now by Dustin Zweibel, who graduated from the school years ago, but you wanted to be here, flying in from Colorado for this event today. You know, we wanted to hear from you, from someone who was out there. We watched it on TV. It was emotional. It was hard not to get emotional watching it, but what was it like being there in person?
You know, it was really inspirational. These student leaders from Parkland have really stepped up and have been a source of guidance for the Parkland and Coral Springs community. And to see them out there on the stage speaking today, to see the fruition of their plans with the masses that have formed in front of that stage today was really inspiring to see.
Do you think this will make an impact on lawmakers? I'm sure a lot of them might be in their home districts. They might be watching. Do you think it will make an impact?
You know, I hope so, but ultimately I'm skeptical. But I think I'm skeptical that it will make a difference immediately. I think 227 days from now, when the midterms come, I think that's when we'll see that they need to make a change.
It really sounded like that was the effort they were pushing today. You know, if you're able to vote, if you're over 18, get registered, and in a couple of years, if you're ready to vote, make sure you're registered and take your complaints, your concerns to the ballot box.
Absolutely. You know, being an organizer in Denver, I can tell you that one of the biggest initiatives we had for our march out there was to register people who haven't been registered to vote yet. And ultimately, I think that's one of the biggest messages of this movement. It's that, you know, you may be a student, you may be under 18 now, but people are listening to you and your voices will be heard, and that can be realized when you do turn 18 and when you are a registered voter.
So you went to this high school. You went to Stoneman, Marjory Stoneman High School. How was this when you heard about this?
It was crushing. It was devastating. You know, it's something you think that'll never happen to your community, but then again, you know, as a resident of Colorado, we've seen Columbine, we've seen the Aurora Theater, we've seen, multiple shootings, and then to see the news feed of your hometown, the ambulances and fire trucks picking up students off of the corner that you would spend time with your friends and be picked up by your family after school, you don't think it'll happen to you until it does. But again, to be out here with them, it's been helpful with the healing process, but ultimately, because of the community it happened to, we're just not going to stop going.
And it's prompted you to take some action personally as well. I mean, not just coming here today, but as you said, you're doing some things in Colorado as well.
Well, of course, after the shooting, over 11,000 alumni from Stoneman Douglas mobilized on Facebook, and we have about 80 in Denver. Wow. And since then, the alumni in Denver alone have been able to hold a vigil, raise upwards of $11,000 at a bar fundraiser that one of our alumnus owns a bar. We've also been successful in creating one of the first groups of Students Demand Action at the University of Colorado, and we've united them with the student leaders planning the march to create a unified voice of student leaders in the Colorado area.
And you get the sense these kids are so well-spoken, but you do get the sense that there are adults behind them as well. So it's interesting to see that, the Alumni Association behind them as well.
You know, I really think that our efforts are more of a backstage presence. I can tell you, watching the organizing meetings for the march in Denver, that no one on the board there planning was under 26 years old. We've had children as young as 11 years old stepping up and making pivotal decisions and getting contracts for the march in Denver. So we're here for assistance, but this truly is a student-led movement. And
we had another soundbite we just wanted to play, just again, the emotion that was coming out of today.
Now, we need to come together on all fronts and push aside those that divide us. Now we need to get on the phone and call our representatives and push them to stop incumbency and take action. Now we need to educate ourselves on which politicians are truly working for the people and which ones we want to vote out. Because at the end of the day, bullets do not discriminate. So why should we?
Dustin, it seemed like also people were coming together from urban areas, from places like Parkland, Florida, to say, we're all in this together. I know a lot of folks in the past. There was a rally that happened a couple days ago in the inner city of D.C. where they have lost several students. And the Parkland students said, we're here with you. We dealt with this one day. You all deal with this so often. Did you get that? Did you get that feeling today that people were coming together?
Of course, you know, we've seen over the course of a few years now with the Black Lives Matter movement, with multiple activist movements unfolding in this country, we've seen what we saw today at the rally was a unification of them. We had speakers from the inner cities of Chicago, from the south side of LA, from the metro area of DC, all explaining how gun violence has taken a role in their societies. And there was no classification of race, religion, or creed at this rally. Everyone was included, and it was really inspiring to see the unification of these movements. These students are demanding change, and they're coming together now, and I think they're going to make it happen.
Interesting to see where it goes from here.
Will be.
Dustin Zweibel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. And we're back in a moment.
Can you imagine how it would be to lose someone that close to you? Sadly, too many of my friends and peers can. This school year alone, my school lost 2 students to senseless gun violence, Paris Brown and my brother Zaire Kelly.
Let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be fine.